It's time for a last stand. The scores that we've had so far have not really been in the ballpark of where I want it to be. I'm going to try something different this time. Okay, so Carol is still in the lead. I don't want anything flaming. Don't want anything that's flaming because that will potentially hurt our melee characters. So let's do this. This is crippling. I need something that does cause a crippling effect, really. Yeah, I think this is what we use. We use the very funky golden crossbow. Ezekiel is bringing the Morning Star, turns him into sort of a mini bruiser, and T-Dog is bringing the Riot Shield. And this is different from what I would normally do. It's a slightly left field choice. What I think might happen is that we might find ourselves holding up in a corner and just kind of forming an arc. The fact that that barrel is there might actually be a really good thing for us. I'm going to do this now, and we're going to see how this sort of feels. Let's see if this is going to start working for us. T-Dog getting plenty of hits. It's just because I've just been feeling disappointed with the results that we've been getting using a ranged team. I just want to see what happens with this. I'm thinking that we should be able to stun block. You know, just create a wall. Yeah, so this is some scary stuff. This looks terrible, but can we make this work for us? Just having these stuns. Can we do that? We can do that. I just want to see how this goes. I really, really do. We've been trying to use our best range characters, trying to add some literal firepower with incendiary, and just seeing how that's been working. It's not been getting the results that we want. Look at T-Dog just swinging away there. Madman. I mean, we're getting some kills. The metalheads, of course, are fairly resistant to ranged damage. But of course, these are melee characters. We don't have that issue. So, right, when the reinforcements come in, I kind of want to be set up for them. We're not getting to attack every single turn. That's actually kind of okay. Now we've got a bit of a problem here. This is what I don't want. I do not want tanks pinning us in the corner. Yeah. That's fine. What I want really is anything but tanks kind of to deal with. Now, Ezekiel... Oh, I don't know how this is going to go. Good, you killed it. What I was worried about is that he would smash the tank against the wall, if you like, the edge of screen. And that wouldn't have killed... That wouldn't have killed that tank. It would have just simply bounced off the edge of the screen. Because it can't be stunned, it would have still been able to attack. You know, and that could have that could have been unfortunate. Let's get Ezekiel up here, lending a little bit of help. T-Dog's just going nuts. You can see that things like Punish, Weaken, Perseverance, they're kicking in pretty well, I would say. Let's do this. Yeah, you know how I feel about being on 3-2-1 boom and not using the boom booms at our disposal. So, what do we have here? Nothing too scary, I don't think. We should be able to do this, and then we'll be able to bat that tank back. He's going to come for Ezekiel. Ezekiel bats him away. You know, we're getting kills every turn, which is just fantastic. What do we do? Do we get ready for these walkers over here? Do we just sort of stay here and wait for the walkers to build up? I think we might now be getting to the point where we do that. So I don't want Ezekiel to attack here because this Spiky cannot be, well, he cannot be stunned. So if I smash him against the edge of the screen, he's not going to get stunned like most walker types would do. He's just simply going to be perfectly happy. He'll just bounce back. He will get me on the next turn. So, no good. Do I need to go and... I think I need to go out and get these guys. Yes, okay, brilliant. Because Ezekiel always defends himself, he will, of course, send that metalhead flying. Carol doing her best there, because we don't want that metalhead. We want to create a stun wall. We want to create a wall of walkers that can be stunned around us. Carol goes in the middle. Ezekiel here. Now, am I being just too clever by half? Possibly. Okay, I don't want to slow down those regular walkers. Okay, alright. Yeah, go on. Give him a bit more hurt. This should work out. That regular walker should get to us before that tank does. Metalhead gets a beating. I mean, this is, like I said, this is something that I wouldn't normally do. So, I mean, is this going to work? I don't know. I think we can do that. That's not crazy. Here we go. Will this work, or is Ezekiel going to find himself getting chewed upon? No, worked. Now, what I don't like is the idea of our friend here leapfrogging that regular walker. We need that regular walker to be the one getting to us first. Let's do that. Let's do that. Hey, Lishu. Good. That works out well for us. Go, go, go. Stun wall. Again, if this doesn't work, it's an idea. There's a rationale to this. There's a reason why I'm doing this. But I mean, if it doesn't work, then hey ho, I'm an idiot. Happy to admit that. Let's make this an actual attack. Get a little bit more damage in there than we otherwise would. Yeah, let's keep hitting those guys. Hey, Io. What do you think of this strategy? Do you think this is incredibly stupid, or do you think this might actually kind of work? Kind of worried about spikies because they could still hurt us, you know, just from the fact that they're covered in spikes. Anything that stuns, yeah, it could be a problem. Okay, here we go. No. I don't necessarily want to use my charge attack because I don't really want to kill these guys. I certainly want to stun them. I don't really want him dying either. We can do that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, and you can see we've got a stun wall set up. So, nothing can really reach us. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I think We get rid of our friend there. Try and get some charge points, hit multiple targets. Okay, we got one. You're going to come running into try and get Carol and T-Dog. T-Dog should defend himself. He did. Great. And what I'm hoping for is that we rack up some points. We are going to get kills, but hopefully it will be targets of our choice engaged when we want. See how that works out for us. I think that tank could do with a nice big charge attack. Oof. Hardly the devastating strike that I was hoping for. If we do this, that's not a good idea. If we do this, is this a good idea? Yes. He can't get us because he is crippled. I am kind of enjoying this. I mean, this is proving to be fun. I think having Carol as the leader is great. Everyone's going to be fully charged. I've got to remember, of course, that T-Dog has got a an attack that will, what's it called? Herd the enemy. Very useful. Of course, tanks there are our, you know, true enemy. We don't want them doing what they want to do. You shouldn't be able to do anything of any value. Let's see what happens. He should be completely stuck and completely useless. Good, that worked. Now we've got some unherdable enemies there. This is why I really didn't want these tanks kind of getting into positions like this. Can we get Ezekiel a charge point? No, we can't. What can we do? Carol, do you want to stun this guy? Nope. T-Dog, do you want to cause some extra super duper damage? Nope. But it does mean that some of these guys are now out of the picture. Yeah, I was going to say we should be able to at least bat him out of the way. I'm worried about T-Dog. No, Ezekiel just does a magnificent job of battering away those walkers. Good lad. Very well done. We've got this guy concussed. Tell you what, let's not be shy with our charge attacks. We've got a chance to cause extra damage. We cause extra damage. This guy is going to get to Ezekiel, but Ezekiel will defend himself because, of course, that's what he does. That's his leadership trait. We get rid of one of those big scary tanks. Again, they are the targets that we are concerned by. I mean, Carol was doing a decent amount of damage with those crossbow bolts. You know, more than you maybe expect. Now, I don't want to do this because it's going to push away him, leaving a gap for the tank. So what we do is we just attack here. We don't bat him away. Ezekiel should be able to defend himself. T-Dog can just go nuts. Bruisers, of course, just don't cause an awful lot of damage. So we can swing away all we like with that. Ooh. I think this is worth it just for the S's and G's. You know, the poops and giggles. So I'm being really, you know, considerate of YouTube's wonderful demonetization algorithms there. Bless him. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a kill. Let's keep that score multiplier up. You tanks. You tanky guys can go to hell. You really can. I'm thinking Ezekial might be able to do this. Yeah, and get these guys stunned. They're in the perfect position. Our friend the tank should come directly in front of Ezekial, below that barrel, and we should be able to wallop him. We should be okay. This is the only thing when they're all close together. Sometimes you can risk misclicking. I'm being considerate. I'm being careful. T-Dog might well finish off that target there, and then that leaves room for a tank to attack, which we don't want. Ezekial, bless you. You're getting charge points by the bucket, aren't you? Can we get something like a stun here? No. You can stun those guys, then he will attack us, and we can't bat him away. We might just have to see how this works out for us. Oh! We got our answer. I think that building up the stun wall was a pretty fun idea, and not without merit. But unfortunately, we've got some walker types that just are not going to fall for that. Poor old T-Dog just by himself. May as well try to save Carol. I'll tell you what. Just for the fun of it. We're probably gonna die in like the next turn or something anyway. But I just didn't want Carol to go out like that. It's that simple. This Spike is probably going to have her for dinner. Okay, alright. I mean, to be fair, we're doing better than we did with one of the ranged teams. If you'd have told me that, I simply would not have believed that that would be possible. But here we are. Oh, we ain't even stunning the normal guys now. Nope. We need you to be stunned or something. I think this might be the end. Huh, okay, alright. This is so desperate. Oh my gosh. Hey, look, we've actually got a stun wall, though. So we might be safe for just a little while. Both of our characters are in the red. Both in big trouble. I gotta tell you though, I'm having fun with this one. I'm really glad that I have tried something outside of the comfort zone. And it's getting some results. If we can just keep on herding these guys. We've got some tanks, but there's nothing sort of like right next to us, which is really too much of a problem. I think let's hit you hard. Let's hit lots of targets to try and get our charge points back. We don't need to herd everybody here, but okay, we lost a bit of the stun wall. T-Dog is just... He's got weaken, he's got persistence, he's got his natural leadership ability, which means that he sort of hits targets after his own turn and stuff like that. And it's working to keep on giving us charge points. We're at wave 20, which is the best. It's the highest wave that we've reached so far. The score is a little low because we're not getting the score multiplier up, because we're not getting, you know, kills at a rate of knots. But generally speaking, we're doing okay. Yes, we could risk killing that metalhead. That's fine. T-Dog, good man, gets his charge points back. We're going to pop that metal head, I think. Let's... Yeah, and this is what I mean. We're in a position where if we've got the right walker types, we're going to keep on getting charge points. You shouldn't be able to get to us. Oh no, is T-Dog going to wind up being completely surrounded? Yes, he is. I should have kept him where he was. I don't actually think it's going to matter that much. I'm wondering now, Carol. Hey, Io. Great. T-Dog literally cannot go anywhere. Got to go here and we've got to try and herd everything. This might actually be the best thing. I think, certainly not for Carol. I think Carol is in a real pickle. But I think that T-Dog, if he's actually completely surrounded, that might be the best place for him. See how this works out. We may as well just use charge attacks because he's going to get his charge points back. Carol. Oof. Those walkers getting up close and personal. I mean, she's not going to put down a tank with a crossbow. It's just not going to happen. I think, yeah. I think that's it for her. Good old T-Dog. Look at him swinging away. I'm worried about that tank there. Oh, you're bleeding. Did you attack a spiky or something? Yeah, there's a spiky there. This could be all she wrote. I could go there, but then that tank can get me, so... I mean, tank... better than spiky, I guess. But there you go. That was fun. That was kind of cool, actually. I really enjoyed doing that. I wonder if Ezekiel had lived a little longer, would we have done that much better? Maybe. But in any case, yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. Fun to try something a little bit different. The score that we got was better. It was better than that one. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching.